Hello, blessed love. Welcome to Murphy's Catering Kitchen for another edition of something special that I'm going to prepare. So before I get into that, let me give thanks and praise unto the Most High for His great mercy and His everlasting love, and to know that without Him nothing is possible for me. I continue to praise Him and glorify Him each and every blessed day, and thank Him for protecting my life and the life of others who call upon Him and wait upon Him, to protect my children and my children's children, my family, my friends, and all the others. In His holy name I pray continually. Amen. So, today, I'm going to make something very simple. It's not hard to do, but it's something, like I said, I try to create stuff as I go along. Sometimes I don't even, but something just come to mind. So this week on this video, what I'm gonna make some garlic bruschetta bread with cheese. All right, Murphy style. So here is my bread, hoagie bread. This is what I'm going to use. For my bruschetta mix, I'm going to have tomatoes, red onions, cilantro, lemon, and avocado, which, for people who don't know it as avocado, pear. Alright, so that's what it's going to be. Then I have the olive oil over here, which I'm going to add to it, black pepper, salt, and balsamic vinegar. The cheese, I have that in the fridge, which I will be grating in a bit. So, with that said, I'll take a few, come back, wash my hands. My vegetables is already washed, but I will also wash it again, so you guys can see that I am. Alright, so peace, love, happiness. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepare. Wish you were here to try some. So, like I said, I'm going to wash my hands. There I go, wash my hands, and in the meantime, make sure the vegetables, there you go. Alright. So, with my bruschetta mix, as I go along, I'll tell you what I'm doing. You can make it your way and add whatever else you want to add to it, or you can just go through and use my recipe and see how it turned out for you. Alright? So let's get started. First, take out all that. Alright, let me cut this off. All these things that I'm showing you on my videos that you see me preparing, one day you will see Murphy's restaurant and you will get it the same way. Everything that you see me do will be done the same way in my restaurant. Alright, so here we go. Let's cut up the tomato. Be careful with the knife. Nice little slices. Just like that. Off like that. Just like that. Be careful. Watch your fingers. Okay. So get that in my bowl. Cut up some more. Again, like I said, these things, yeah, some of the stuff that I'm going to prepare is because of stuff that I learned in school, but I'm also a type of person who is very creative when it comes to food. I like to do things, I like to add things, I like to try things, you know? I'll see a recipe and like it and add something to it and see how it would turn out that way. Very easy. So I'm gonna finish cutting up this tomato. Alright, and then when I come back, we'll deal with the rest of vegetables that we're gonna use. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepared. Okay, so I had the tomatoes all diced up right here. I have a wooden spoon. So now I'm gonna add my avocado. You don't have to, but I'm just adding it to my recipe. Show you my way. You don't want the chunks too big, just some small dice. All these things that I'm showing you, man, movie night, you know, just sometimes you don't feel like cooking. You know, there's lots of stuff that I'm going to show you that you can do, that you can cut your time short and have time to do other things. Don't want to just keep showing you the everyday stuff, everyday cooking on some of the channels. I just want to show you something different, some of what Murphy does. So I add 5 tomatoes. Let's get back to this. And I also add a half of avocado. So far that looks good, eh? Now I'm gonna add the red onion. Why red onion? It has a nice sweet flavor to it, and it's good for the bruschetta instead of the white onion. The white onion that's a little bit too strong. This one is pretty good. So just cut that nice, say small. Guests coming over. Something like this is very good. You could serve bruschetta with crackers. You could serve it on dry toast. You know, you serve it up how you want to. So here I have some cilantro. You can use cilantro or parsley. I'm going to use some cilantro today. It's a nice piece of cilantro. So 5 tomatoes, a quarter onion, red onion, half avocado, just a squeeze lemon juice, that much. I'm gonna get all these things aside. I'm gonna clean up. When I come back, I'll add the salt, the black pepper, the balsamic vinegar, and also the olive oil. All right, so let me clean up my hand, clean up the counter, and then we'll be back again. See you in a bit. Okay, blessed love. So, here we're back to our bruschetta mix. We have our red onion, we have our avocado, we have our tomatoes. So now we're gonna add some salt. We're gonna add the salt to taste, all right? So here I'm gonna put in a half a teaspoon. Remember, as you know me, baby teaspoon. Okay, so we get rid of that one. Okay. And here I have a pinch of black pepper. You put as much black pepper, I say maybe put a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Put as much black pepper in there as you want. Then we're gonna add the balsamic vinegar. Before I add the balsamic vinegar to it, as we all know, tomatoes have a lot of water, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna strain it off a bit before I add the balsamic vinegar and olive oil to it. So I'm just gonna hold it like that and just gonna strain it off. So there we go. There we go. Okay. So here we go now. Balsamic vinegar. Two tablespoons. Now you have to be careful with it. You don't understand it, you don't know about it, you be very careful. If you don't like vinegar, add a little, maybe a half a teaspoon. Or if you're making the same amount of bruschetta mix that I'm making right now, add 1 tablespoon. But it's very good. It's not like the white vinegar. It's have a little sweet taste to it also. So let's get back. For the olive oil, you can use extra virgin olive oil or you can use regular olive oil. 1, 2, 3. And you just take your wooden spoon or your plastic spatula and you mix it up. Like I said, you add as much tomatoes, onion, avocado as you want in it. All right, so there we go. I'm just gonna cover this now, then I'll get started on the garlic bread. I already made the garlic butter because it's something that I make in advance. So I'll show you. I'm gonna get my bread cut, butter, toast in the oven. Then I'm gonna add my bruschetta mix on my bread. Then I'm also gonna add my cheese on top. Put it back in the oven. Let it nicely toasted. Show you how it goes. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. I'm not gonna tell you Murphy's Catering Kitchen. We're a good food preparer. We sure are here to have some. But anyway, I did. Okay. So here is my bruschetta mix. It's all done. Good. But I want to go back to the beginning of the recipe that I was giving you, because it's 5 tomatoes. Okay, so after putting in the half a teaspoon of salt, the half a teaspoon of black pepper, the 3 tablespoons of olive oil, the 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and mix it together and taste it, then I realized that to bring it up to the taste that I like it, I had to add more. So what I did, I add the entire avocado to 5 tomatoes. Not the big tomatoes, but as you can see, the ones that I had used before, earlier on the video. I used the full avocado. A quarter of the red onion was about this big, which you will see. I cut a quarter of it off, and I put that in there. So I didn't add no more onions. I didn't add no more tomatoes, but I add the rest of avocado. So I use 1 avocado. I also add half a teaspoon more black pepper to it. I also add a teaspoon more salt to it. I also add 1 more capful, which would round out to be a tablespoon balsamic vinegar more to the recipe. And I also add another tablespoon of olive oil. So altogether, it's 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1.5 tablespoon of salt, 3 tablespoon balsamic vinegar, 4 tablespoon olive oil, 5 tomatoes, 1 avocado, half a lemon squeeze, salt, pepper, everything. And you just mix it to taste, like I said, if you like it salty, if you're a person that likes salty stuff. If you don't want to put salt, you don't have to. Like I said, whatever you don't want to do, you don't have to do. So anyway, that's all done. Get that covered. I'm going to put this in the fridge. Then I'll be back. We do the garlic bread. Get it in the oven, grated the cheese, put it together, and we'll talk more. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So, we have our bruschetta mix already prepared. So now, we're going to make our garlic bread and cheese. As a matter of fact, we're going to get the garlic butter on first. Get it in the oven. Get it toasted a bit. That's how I like it. When I take it out, I'm going to add the bruschetta mix on top. Then I'm going to add the cheese, which you can see. This is not the regular cheese in the bag. I grated my cheese. Watch other videos, you will see me explaining that I like to do things the hard way. So it turned out even more sweeter and nicer for me because I put my everything in it. So let me get my bread all cut up. Give me a few seconds, I'll be back in a bit before I do the bread. Okay, so let's get started with the garlic bread now. First I'm just going to give it a cut down the middle here. You don't have to use hoagie bread. You can use sliced bread. You can also use bagel if you want. Whatever bread you want to use, you can use. So there, and here's my garlic butter. Homemade garlic butter. Yeah. So we just get the garlic butter and just run it down the middle. And since it's just me, I'm just going to make 1 side. I'm not gonna make both sides, both pieces. Just gonna put this in the oven. Let that toast for a bit. When it toasted as how I want it, then I'll take it out, add my bruschetta mix onto it, add my cheese, put it back, let it melt it, take it back out, and then we both will have a bite. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So when we left just now, I put the garlic bread in. So there we go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I have it toasted a bit. So now I'm gonna add my bruschetta mix. You don't have to have cheese with it. You can just have bruschetta bread. Bruschetta bread and cheese, you know, it's very nice. And you put the amount on that you want. Make sure you get a bite of everything inside there. Avocado and bread and so forth. There you go. Put some avocado right here. All right. So, and next I'm gonna add my cheese. You can use the plain mozzarella. You can use the straight cheddar. You can use the marble as I'm using, but it's up to you which one you want to use. Or you can also use Swiss cheese. You know, you can use sliced cheese. You don't have to use the grated cheese. It's how you want it. So you just do like this. Add some cheese. There we go. There we go. We have that there. See it? So now we're gonna get this back in the oven. But first we're gonna lower. Bring it low. And we're gonna put this back in the oven. Here we go. And just let that melt. And once it melts, then we'll be good. All right, I'll put it on a plate and we'll try. See you in a bit. Okay. Blessed love, welcome back. So let's check on our garlic bread. There we go. See that? Looking good. All right. So now we're gonna take that out. Rest it there. Let it chill. I'm gonna get a plate to put it on. Back in a few seconds. Okay, welcome back. So here's the finishing touch of my bruschetta bread with bruschetta, garlic bread, and cheese. All right. So the tomato, the avocado, the red onion, the cilantro. You have the cheese, the garlic butter, toast in the oven, salt, pepper, balsamic vinegar, and olive oil. Everything all put together. Make it turn out like that. That is wonderful, trust me. And when I start eating that, then we'll see what it's like, and we'll talk more about it. So for the next time, until you see me again, until I come up with another creation which I'm gonna add something to, then we'll talk. But for now, love you all. God bless. This is Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepared. Wish you were here to have some. Special love to my mom, as usual, and to my brothers and sister, my nieces and nephew, my entire family, and to all friends out there and everyone. View this channel, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like, and share. leave a comment, like and share. I know a lot of you out there and you're watching the channel but you're not leaving no comment. Don't make me think say I'm that perfect, okay? Love, God bless. Next time, peace out.